Assalamu alaikum, students. Today we study Taharah, the Islamic concept of cleanliness and ritual purity. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said in a hadith recorded in Sahih Muslim, At-Taharatu Shatia al-Iman, cleanliness is half of faith. This is one of the most significant statements in all of Islamic teaching. It places cleanliness not merely as a matter of hygiene but as a religious duty, an act of worship, and an expression of faith. In Islam, cleanliness has two dimensions: physical cleanliness, nadhafa, and ritual purity, taharah. Both are essential. Ritual purity cannot substitute for physical cleanliness, and physical cleanliness alone is not sufficient for acts of worship. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the meaning of Taharah, distinguish between physical and ritual cleanliness, describe the types of ritual impurity and how to remove them, and apply the concept of Taharah to daily life in Nigeria. Physical cleanliness, nadhafa, is the cleanliness of the body, clothes, food, and environment. The Prophet gave detailed guidance on physical cleanliness that was extraordinary for its time. The Prophet recommended brushing the teeth with a miswak, a natural toothbrush made from the arak tree, at least 5 times a day. This sunnah of dental hygiene has been confirmed by modern science to have genuine antibacterial benefits. Islam requires washing the hands before eating, cutting fingernails regularly, trimming hair, washing the body after sexual relations, ghusl, and removing body hair from armpits and below the navel. These are part of the fitrah, the natural state of cleanliness that Allah has prescribed for human beings. In Nigeria, Islamic cleanliness standards align well with public health recommendations. Hand washing, food hygiene, and environmental cleanliness are all emphasized in both Islam and government health education. Ritual impurity in Islam has 2 main levels. First, minor impurity, hadith asghar. This is the state of ritual impurity that occurs after using the toilet, passing gas, sleeping, losing consciousness, or, according to some scholars, touching the opposite gender. Minor impurity breaks the wudu and must be removed by performing wudu, ablution, before prayer, touching the Quran, or performing tawaf around the Kaaba. Second, major impurity, hadith akbar. This is a higher level of ritual impurity that occurs after sexual intercourse, entering the state of janaba after sexual emission, or, for women, after menstruation or postnatal bleeding. Major impurity requires ghusl, a full ritual bath, before prayer and Quran recitation. Allah, in His mercy, provides an alternative to water-based purification when water is unavailable or its use would be harmful, for example, during illness, drought, or in a desert environment. This alternative is tayammum, dry purification using clean earth, sand, or dust. The Quran permits this in Surah An-Nisa chapter 4, verse 43 and Surah Al-Ma'idah chapter 5, verse 6. The steps of tayammum. 1. Make the intention. 2. Strike both hands on clean earth or dust. 3. Wipe the face once. 4. Wipe both arms to the elbows once. Tayammum replaces wudu for minor impurity and ghusl for major impurity when water is unavailable. In Nigeria, tayammum may be relevant in rural communities with limited water access or during a medical condition. The importance of Taharah goes beyond personal hygiene, it shapes the character of an entire community. In Nigeria, mosques are spaces of community life, meeting, learning, and praying together. The ritual requirement of wudu before entering prayer means that every Muslim who comes to the mosque has washed their hands, face, arms, and feet. In communities with high disease burden, this ritual cleanliness has real public health implications. The Prophet commanded Muslims to keep their streets and public spaces clean. Removing harmful things from the road is a branch of faith. Sahih Muslim. This teaching directly counters the littering and environmental degradation that are significant problems in Nigerian cities. A Muslim who takes Taharah seriously, keeping themselves, their family, their home, and their community clean, is not just following religious rules, they are practicing a form of worship and service to Allah. Let us review. Taharah means cleanliness and ritual purity, a fundamental concept in Islam. The Prophet said, cleanliness is half of faith, Sahih Muslim. 2 dimensions, nadhofa, physical cleanliness of body/clothes/environment. And Taharah, a ritual purity for worship. 2 levels of ritual impurity, Hadith Asghar, minor, removed by wudu. And Hadith Akbar, major, removed by ghusl. Najasa, physical impurities, urine, blood, alcohol, pork, must be removed before salat. Tayammum, dry purification with clean earth when water is unavailable, Quran 5:6. For homework, write a 1-page essay, How does Islam's emphasis on Taharah contribute to public health and community well-being in Nigeria?